Beijing, China. I have learned Tai Chi for more than 12 years. One of my masters is Jin Yiming, the famous Tai Chi master in Nanjing. He practiced Tai Chi more than 60 years. He learned from the Chen style Tai Chi from the Chen Fa Ke. Chen Fa Ke was the 70th general success of the Chen family Tai Chi Chuan. Another master is Liang Xiaokui. She is a professional coach in China. She took several times the second place Tai Chi competition in China. In this table, I not only teach the Tai Chi form, but also teach the self-defense application. Even in China, the master usually not teach the self-defense application because in China, the Tai Chi, the main purpose now is for health. So I try to show the American people the Tai Chi not only for health, but also for self-defense. I will teach the 40A form in the second tab. At the same time, I will teach the self-defense application.
And basically what I'm going to do is try to explain to you how Aiki combats came about. The base heart of the style is Aiki Bujitsu, Aiki Jiu-Jitsu. I started martial arts training in 1969 in Hapkido. I trained in that almost 10 years, and for the last 5 years of that, I was training both in Hapkido and Daichu Aiki Jiu-Jitsu under Dyson Sensei. I also trained 3 more years after that with him, so I trained a little over 8 years in that. Went to the Navy for a little bit, basically blended them two styles together while I was in the Navy and after I was in the Navy. When I got out of there, I got involved in what people call pit fights. I fought a few of them. I found out then and there what worked and what didn't, so I separate the things from traditional techniques and street survival techniques. I also went to several seminars. Then I started taking Muay Thai and Silat from there for approximately 3 years, 2 years, 2.5 years, 3 years. Then I kind of took a break from learning martial arts and took what I have learned and basically tried to blend it together into one art. And for the last 2 to 3 years, I've been involved in Kenpo, and that has also been blended in with it. I call it Aiki Combat, but the base heart style of it is Aiki Jitsu, and I prefer to teach it the old way instead of the new way. I hope you like the video series. If you're interested in seminars or tapes, get in contact with us. Hope you enjoy it.
Hi, my name is Leanne Smith. I'm an instructor here at White Tiger Kenpo in Tulsa, Oklahoma. In these tapes, I'm going to be demonstrating the self-defense moves of the White Tiger system, which is one of the most complete systems available today. The White Tiger system is a combination of White Tiger Kung Fu, Tracy's Kenpo, and Aiki Jiu-Jitsu, which makes up one of the most complete systems. My instructor has been in the martial arts for over 30 years, and during that time has refined the system to what we have today. In my opinion, this is one of the best systems available today and the most complete.
My name is Jianrong Wang. Here, my English name is Harry Wang. I'm from the People's Republic of China, and where I grew up is in the northwest part of China, and the place I learned martial art in the mainly east part of China. It's Shandong province, and it's famous for the martial art. My style here I will show is the sword. In Chinese we call it Dan Dao, and I will show you Yi Lu Dan Dao. It's in English maybe one set of sword. And the second one, in Chinese, we call it Dan Feng Dao. Maybe in English, it be the Phoenix sword. The two sets have totally different characteristics. The first one is like more training for your arms and your body, and the second set designed for most probably for the leg training and for the flexibility training.
My name is Gary Boyd. I'm the head of the American Goju Karate Association. I've been in karate for over 32 years. I began studying at the age of 17 with Lou Angel. Lou Angel was a student of Gogen Yamaguchi in Japan and also Peter Urban in New York. I trained in free fighting with some of the world's great champions, with Joe Louis, who for 10 years was the heavyweight kickboxing karate champion of the world. And then also I worked out and trained with Bill Wallace. And I was fortunate enough to get to work out with Mamoru Yamamoto and train with him. He was all Japan free fighting champion back in the 1960s. And then also I worked out and trained with Jun Keat Moon. Jun Keat Moon was 7th degree black belt in Taekwondo and all Taekwondo light heavyweight champion back in the 1960s. What you're going to learn is the Goju system. Goju karate goes back to Okinawa. The founder was Shojin Miyagi. The style name means hard and soft. The time that you're soft is when you're blocking and you're flowing movements, and the time that you tighten up is when you punch right at the point of impact or right at the point of the kick. And the emphasis in Goju karate as far as the dynamics is concerned is at the point of the strike or at the point of the kick, you're going to be breathing out explosively. The techniques that you're going to learn from white belt all the way up to yellow and green and brown and black, the films will take you all the way up to black belt, and you will have the complete Goju karate system. I originally was in the United States Karate Association when I obtained my 4th degree black belt back when I was 29 years old. That was about 21 years ago. The last Goju karate instructor I had was Bob Doglish, who was the head of Goju karate for the United States Karate Association, and he lived in Canada, and I trained with him. And when he died, Robert Trias, who was then the head of the United States Karate Association, offered me the position of the head of Goju for the USKA, but because of some other commitments, I was not able to take that, but I was offered that. Now, I'm an 8th degree black belt. I have all of the katas, Goju in the Goju system, all the way up to 10th degree black belt. And in this training series, you're going to take step at a time with what I call the ladder method. You're going to learn the basic punches, the basic kicks, the basic blocks. You're going to get into some of the intricate self-defense moves, and then you're going to learn katas. Katas are prearranged combative dances used in karate training, condition the mind and coordinate the body for combat. And the emphasis in a kata is directional defense and attack against several opponents simultaneously. You're also going to learn how to do a ki-ai, which is your karate yell, and that helps you to spare your own fears, shows your opponent momentarily off guard, gives you more power, and provides protection when you're in close. These training films are geared to take you step by step to where you learn how to balance yourself, you learn how to block, you learn how to kick, you learn how to properly move when you're defending yourself. Ultimately, the goal would be to train you to be able to defend yourself against several opponents and not just one opponent. And then under different circumstances, what you would do against a knife, what would you do against a club, or also what would you do as a gun defense if you were up close enough to be able to do something. So we want to emphasize that these training methods have centuries behind them. The Goju system goes back ultimately to China and to Okinawa. Some of the katas that is in the Goju system are also in some of the Chinese. For instance, Silim Tao is a kata that's in Wing Chun style, which was Bruce Lee's original style, and in our style it's called Tin Shui, or changing palms, changing hands. This is the system that was originated with a marriage between the hard of the Okinawan style, which would be like this, and the soft flowing of the Kung Fu styles. So this is where you get the name Goju-Ryu, the school of the hard and soft style of karate. Two, three, one. 2, 3, counter. What you want to do is you want to drive your head back towards his hands, and as you do, you turn your palms up towards the ceiling and drive your elbows in and down, and you'll break that lock. Then you come up, you grab the fingers. As you do, you step out, you come here, and you go down, and he's down. And you can do about anything you want to from that position. But you grab the fingers from behind, you come here, you lock down, you can just lock in here, and you'll lock him down. It's real simple. And do a thrusting action. You got about 6 more inches, again, than if you're right here. Now for the application. Simple position here. A man comes to start to fight you, and you've got your weight on the back foot, very little weight on the front foot. The man starts to fight you, starts to come in at you, and you kick. You can kick to the groin, or you can kick to the midsection. Now, if you were just wanting to come into him, in other words, if I was back here, standing sideways, and he started to come at me, I want to come into him, I would thrust my hip forward, gives me about 6 more inches than if I were to just do this. Notice it, see? With the left hand, open, get down block. With the right hand, open, get down block with the left hand. Ball foot kick to the front, double punch, step back, double block, and push away. Stepping behind, grab the man's arm, do a break.
Hello, my name is Paul. I'm a ground fighting instructor here at White Tiger Kenpo Karate. My function here at White Tiger is as the ground fighting instructor. My background is in Kodokan Judo. What I try to do here at White Tiger is instruct the students in basic ground fighting techniques, that is to say techniques that they could expect to be confronted with should they find themselves in a situation with a wrestler or a judo stylist, and also to provide them with a basic overview of techniques they might wish to use should they choose to follow up and finish an opponent on the ground. In this series of tapes, we will be covering basic sweeps, reaps, and other methods of taking an opponent to the ground, and while on the ground, basic chokes, arm locks, pins, and tactical maneuvers that can be used to gain the advantage over an opponent. Slower ones, just back up, let the other people get ahead of you. Good. Throw your arms up over your head. Throw them out. Way up. There you go. Looking better. Pull yourself up in a fetal position. There you go. All right. Try to reach up there. Grab the ground and pull yourself out. Elbows are going to be in tight to your butt. There you go. Looking good. Come on. Struggle it out. Pull him in. Roll him in. It's just like climbing. Boom. Grab, wrap, grab, wrap. 10. He gets his mind off what's about to happen to him. This hand is going to shoot straight down in here. I'm going to maybe have to post this leg out. It's not a bad idea. I'm going to roll into this position. Grab his leg. All my weight into it. My knee on his leg, and step over. doing any of this wrapping in stuff. You want to keep yourself where when the hand comes up, go ahead and bring it
We
up.
can't see that arm.
You got right here.
Where'd it go? Where'd it
Now
go?
this is going under here. All right, now feel this. You don't want your chest to leave my
This
chest.
thing you're scratching.
If your chest leaves my chest, just turn towards
Take
your
my hand
arm.
with some of your eyes.
Nope, the other way. Turn towards your arm. Now I don't have shit. All right? So keep your chest in contact with mine. If you're applying the arm lock, you want to keep it in here. All right? I got it. So watch it. Don't move. Just watch it.
There you go. You're supposed to bridge.
The bridge is going to get me this. I want to drop this hand here right down to his waist.
Lower.
Go ahead and do it with me.
Yeah.
All right? Guess what? A little higher. Then I want to take this hand and I want to reach down. I want to grab that hand and I want to kind of sit up into him. That should be easy to do because he's probably pulling me back into him. Now what I want to do is bridge over my head and throw him over my shoulder. Good. Here.
You don't want it before, right before, after. It's right as soon as he gets that arm parallel to the ground. Should be forearm. Just a little bit. Like this way, right straight in front of me there. Right as soon as it's even, that's when he needs his hurl. He needs to be going. Make sure you got the timing that you got to have with this. Is the elbow goes pushing the elbow straight back. Keeping all you're doing is keeping the flex out of the wrist there. Then it turns. Then it turns. See how you got him? You got him in a bad way. And all you have to do is just go into it. You can do it with any part of your body that you see there. Okay? So it's straight back. Straight back with the arm. It turns. This would be my hips. And down and into his triangulation point with your hip. Okay? Last time. It's a lot faster, it's a lot smoother, and one of the things that you've got to realize in a self-defense situation, you're not going to be able to do a lot of movements. You're not going to be able to go around like this here and do all these fancy throws, because in a self-defense situation, people just don't rob you out in the middle of nowhere with nothing around. They either come in your house, you have furniture, things of that nature, you're not going to be able to move. So you got to use the same principles, but shorten them up for combat. Okay? So I'm standing right here. I'm not moving anywhere. Okay? So you might be in a car lot. There's cars around. You're not going to be able to move around. Okay? So it's very, very important. Okay, the next technique that we're going to go over is called soldier, or kansetsuwaza. We're going to do it with a gun pointing to your head. And there's going to be an A and B variation. One will be, you'll be taken down, but you're going to be in a fashion to where you can get up. And the other one where you're going to stay down with your attacker. Okay, put the gun down. Right here is when you want to react. Now, you don't want to wait any longer than that. Okay? Okay, so I'm in a position where all I have to do is just come right back up. I think you'll be able to see it better from this side. Right there. Head. Peeling the gun out. Dropping down on the arm, and the gun is pointing to the head. And all I have to do is get up. Okay? Gun point down. Right there's your lock, right here. You peel the gun out, point the gun to your attacker, withdraw your leg just a little bit if needed, and drop straight down. Okay. Hold him there or get up if you have more than one attacker. Make sure that when you practice it, that's the timing that you want. You want to practice with a guy pulling the gun out of his jacket, things like that there. And practice that way. Practice as realistic as possible. If you want to have pretty good control of that gun before he hits the ground, that's the timing that you want with it. And let's go over how we peel it out. Right here. Okay. Right there. Right here. I have a lock. What you do is you're rotating the wrist clockwise. And I'm just going right behind it. I have a wrist lock on him with this arm bar, and then I shoot it straight down, and my bicep takes over where my wrist hand left off. Right there. I still have this wrist lock on him right there. Okay. And I drop straight down, body weight on his elbow, and gun point to the head. I can get back and either point the gun at the other attackers or get up and leave him there laying and find out what happened. Okay? So up, step forward. Not straight in, but diagonally in with the left foot. Peeling it. And all you're doing is just milking it out of his hand. It shoots out, and the wrist should go right there, pointing, hugging your arms together like this. Drop down, and point to the neck or back of the head. And then you can get up. Okay, part B. This, in my opinion, would be for two reasons alone. One is if you know that this is the only attacker that you have, and two, if he's bigger than you. Same thing, just a different takedown is all it is. And this time I'm dropping all my body weight flat to the ground with no hesitation whatsoever. Okay. This angle right here. Gun still to the head, pointed to the attacker. Okay, slow it down a little bit here. Up. Everything, instead of stepping forward like we did before, you kick the left leg out. I'm dropping all my body weight. It shoots off. Right there should be your lock again. Okay? This one. That's not gonna work. About the only good one is right here. just falling down all your body weight on his elbow joint. You got this for pain. You can give him shots of pain. If he wants to keep fighting, like move around, just give him shots of pain right there. Say, settle down. I got your gun to your head. I'll blow your head off. You'll give him to settle down. You have to just give him a shot of pain every once in a while to settle him down some. You'll probably get out of that altercation without killing the man. Okay? But chances are in the street, you drop all your body weight that quick on a guy's arm, unexpected and not good in training in this type of system, you're probably going to break his arm. So you've accomplished that much, and that will probably calm him down. One more time. Okay, we're going to do the last one, combat, and leave you with that. Last technique in the second level is called crocodile. It's basically the first weapon technique that we'll practice against a moving knife attack. Okay, a major moving knife attack. We did the overhead knife earlier. I consider that as secondary. This is a major. This is one your average and more professional knife fighters will try to do to you, which is the quick side slash knife attack, trying to cut you across the throat or body. Okay. Okay, now what we're doing here with it is, number one is I'm again stepping off the line. And as soon as I step off, I am parrying with this hand and chopping the bicep with this one here. And I'm inside, so if this knife comes out of his hand, it's going to miss me. So I have to do that. I cannot do this. I can't just stand here, bang, and then this knife comes out, sticks me in the head or somewhere else. That's not what you want. So basically you want to suck the guy into your tornado. You come in and hit. Then the left leg takes a step back, which then you take the knife down and you pull him to his triangulation point, which will unbalance him there. Then you take a step forward, and right here is your hips again. Now my hips is not into it, and I turn my hips, taking the knife out as I throw him, making sure that you're grabbing on the blunt edge of the blade. Okay? Here, lock, back, down, and to his triangulation point. Hips, got the knife out before you go. Okay? You're snapping the arm with this. Okay, let's go from this direction, straight on. There, off balance. Turn your body into the arm. Okay, now you're giving your attacker a chance with this. You're just getting the knife away from him, destroying the arm. Let's go on this side now. Okay, as you are destroying the arm, all your body weight is going into this. Bang! As you step in, knife hand striking the neck. Stepping back and throw. Okay? One more time. And make sure you take the knife down. Let's see if I can get you a good view of that. Let's see. All right.
You asked
Out. And you got to take the knife down. You don't want to take it too far in. You want to take it down. Grab. Turn your hip into it. And settle. Okay? Okay, B. You don't want to be so nice to this guy. Basically what B is how it was actually done in combat in the Samurai Warrior Day. This is basically made for training so your partner can practice forward rolls and you're a little nicer. Instead of just putting part of your body into the technique, you put every ounce of your body in the technique and you break the arm as you're taking the weapon away from the attacker. Okay? Put you right here and attack me from that angle. Okay? I'm not just using my hip, I'm using my whole body But I'm letting go of the arm, see? In combat, I would not let go of the arm. Stepping in, that's the same. Taking the knife down, bam, I would run all my body weight into it. And in practice, you let go, taking the knife out of the hand as you're doing it. Again. Very, very powerful technique. You're going to destroy that guy's arm pretty good with this one. Make sure you're stepping in. And snap. Okay? When you're uke practice partners, for you guys, you need to relax. The more stiff you are, the more painful this technique is. Even though the toray or the defender is letting go of that arm, just the sheer power of me, 100%, 110% of my body weight and torque of my hips going into that arm is painful enough. So if you want to save yourself some pain, right there, save yourself some pain, I would relax. Okay? You want to move your body in 110% and at the same time stripping the knife out of the hand. Okay? That's here. Okay. Okay, this concludes level 2 of Aikido combat. Level 3, you're going to see more advanced throws against more advanced knife attacks and things of that nature, more locks. You'll enjoy them. We try, as you see, we try to be traditional, but the modern approach to combat for today's society. You're not going to get a chance to move around a lot, especially nowadays, because of all the furniture that you have, cars, things of that nature. So if you're interested in what we do here, we have seminars available. We'll be glad to show you. We'll have fun doing it. Thank you very much. Thank you, Josh Phillips, my uke. See you next time.